common, one of the things that happen in all of our lives is suffering. No matter who you are, no matter where you come from, we all suffer to one degree or another. Welcome to my channel. This is Irrefutable Faith. Thank you so much for subscribing to our channel, and thank you for liking our previous video. And if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe. In today's video, I just want to talk briefly about overcoming suffering, or one of the things that we all have in common, one of the things that happen in all of our lives is suffering. No matter who you are, no matter where you come from, we all suffer to one degree or another. And so one of the biggest questions that we often ask ourselves is, why is there suffering in the world? Why does suffering exist? In fact, this is one of the one of the often asked questions. Why is there suffering in the world? Better yet, if God exists, if God is there, why does he allow suffering in the world? One of the questions that atheists would ask, or people who don't believe in God, or people who don't believe in the existence of God will ask is, if God is all loving, if God is all good, why does he allow suffering in the world? Why is there so much suffering in the world? Why is there so much evil in the world? So this is one of those questions that are very difficult to answer. This is one of those questions that we all wrestle with. Whether you're a Christian or whether you're not a Christian, at some point in your life, you wrestle with this question. You wrestle with this question. Why do we suffer? So most of the time, it is very hard for us as Christians because we think that because we are the righteousness of God in him, that we should not suffer. That suffering should be for the wicked. That suffering should be for those who do not believe in God. Suffering should be for those who are not in Christ. And the fact that we find ourselves in suffering, sometimes it is difficult because we find it difficult to reconcile a righteous God, a loving God, a God who loved us so much that he sent his son to die for us, with suffering. Didn't Christ die for didn't Christ suffer in our place so that we do not suffer? So even though we are saved, we still find ourselves struggling with the same question that the rest of the world is struggling with. One of the questions that the prophets in the Old Testament were asking is, God, why do the righteous suffer while the wicked prosper, while the wicked enjoy life? The righteous are suffering. Because if you observe carefully, sometimes it seems as if the righteous suffer more than the unrighteous. Sometimes it seems like those who believe in God suffer more than those who do not believe in God. And so sometimes it is difficult to understand, God, why if you are with us, then why do we have to go through the things that we're going through? In fact, this was one of the struggles of Gideon. Gideon asked the angel. The angel came to Gideon and said, Gideon, God is with you. And then the angel said to Gideon said to the angel, if God was with me, I wouldn't go through the suffering that I'm going through. Why am I going through suffering if God is really with me? Shouldn't it be that if God is with me, I should be living a life of peace? Shouldn't it be that if God is with me, I should be prospering? Shouldn't it be that if God is with me, I should be living abundant life? So this is a question that people wrestle with.